Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Let's just ignore the fact that it's been like 2 years since I posted. It's good to see you guys again. So today I'm going to be doing the 3 marker challenge. Very classic, very YouTube, very fun. And if you're not sure what the 3 marker challenge is, you basically just pick 3 markers at random. And then, well, like, I'm picking them, I'm looking, but like, you don't look. And then you color that drawing with only 3 markers and you just have to make it work. And this is like my favorite art challenge because it's so easy, it's so fun. This is the drawing I made for the challenge today. It's just a random girl with some fun hair, some clothes. I hope that's a given. I'll start picking the colors right now. And now I'm gonna close my eyes and then just pick at random. I really hope I get good colors. I really feel like 3 markers is not that much to work with, but maybe I can like mix them up if there's like primary colors, which I hope that's the case, but we'll see. I kind of have this thing memorized, so I'll just close my eyes and then start turning around. Don't really know where things are anymore. Here's my first color. I'm not looking yet. Well, that is not a marker. There's this one. I can't see it. And then pick my final color. I hope it's cute and fun for the kind of drawing I did. Okay, I'm opening my eyes now. I got a cute tan, a pastel violet, and a cherry pink. And those look cute. I'm really excited. Okay, that's great. Those are good colors. Okay, so I'm starting with that light tan color. I'm gonna use that for her skin tone. And it's actually been so long since I've done a traditional art drawing because I've been like drawing with digital, like I've been drawing digitally for a while. And so I'm used to like the seamless lines of digital art because you can just perfect things so easily. But whenever you're doing traditional drawing again and haven't really like colored with marker and pen after so long, it's pretty hard because I feel like my hands were all shaky and like I had no control. And with traditional art, typical pen and paper work, it's like once you make a mistake, once you smudge that pen and that marker's out of the lines, it's like, oh, well that's that. And then like it's there forever. And that's the frustrating part of traditional art because, you know, digital, you could just change things around whenever you need. And that's what I mean when I say easy. Like, it's still work. It's a completely different medium, but it's more forgiving because you can just undo. You can't undo paper. And it's not that serious, but like, it's just different for sure because I feel like all my lines were very shaky, but I just try to learn to not be so controlling or perfectionist about my art, but still I try to make things look as perfect as possible, as perfect as I'm able. Okay, now I'm drawing with the dark pink here. I didn't really know where to put it because there's only 3 colors to choose from, but I thought it's like a fun, bright color, so I'd use it for the hair. I'm just definitely happy that I had a skin color that was normal, not like green or blue. I mean, I would have drawn like with colored skin anyways because it makes it fun and different for sure because I'm not normally drawing like that. It's nice when it's normal though. And the hair is not normal, but even so, I draw with colored hair all the time. I love drawing characters with fun colored hair or colored clothes. I love to add as much color as I'm able whenever I'm drawing anyway, so this wasn't different for me. This was pretty normal and it was fun. Whenever I first started drawing many years ago, I always wanted perfect lines, perfect everything to be seamless because that's what makes art look good. I mean, true, but it also makes it a more stressful hobby when you're trying to be so perfect all the time. And it's not realistic to be perfect all the time when drawing. So right here I'm finishing up the hair, the pink hair. I think it's cute, so that's great. I started adding the pink to the eyes and then I went in with the light purple and I thought that looked pretty good, like the gradient from the dark pink to the purple. But then right here, I completely accidentally used the dark pink all over the eye. So I'm like, well, no, the whole eye is just pink and then there's no extra color there. The whole head's just pink, but it's fine. Right here, I started to make half of her sweater the light purple color. And then I thought it'd be too flat if I just did light purple for the whole sweater, so I just make this half of the sweater purple. And my purple marker was so dry for whatever reason, maybe because it's like an 8-year-old marker. Anyways, so I had to use a chisel tip because I feel like more ink goes out of that side because I just don't use that side as often, so I'm like, I give up. And so for this side of the shirt, I did the same color, same pink color as the hair. But then I'm like, this isn't really good because it all just kind of blends in and then becomes like one big blob of color, just pink. Then I go in with the lilac light purple again, all over the pink. And then I feel like that makes it a darker pink, like almost a different color. So that's why this challenge is fun, because you just kind of like get the colors you get and then mix them and then they become different colors. And in the end, it's like the 10 marker challenge, because like there's so much going on. I went and made this star on her little necklace, the light purple, and then I made that headband light purple as well. And then I'm using the dark pink all over her hair to just add some shadowing, shading all over, just because I mean it's what I normally do, just with like a darker color, but then I'll just use the same color since that's what I'm working with, and then use that to darken everything up. And then I'm using that tan color again to go over the color to add some shadows and shading. Back to the topic of digital art, I made my own brushes on the Procreate app, which I use to draw, and it's a lot easier to draw because I made brushes that were, like, if it were a mistake, you wouldn't notice it as much. Things look more soft and seamless instead of so harsh lines. I used to do a lot of harsh line art. Maybe I can put something on the screen here, but now my art is very flowy, kind of painterly, almost looks like markers. I try to make the brushes I made look like markers. Let me know if you'd want to use them, if you're curious. I'll happily put a link in one of my descriptions at some point of my brushes that I use for free. I don't care, I'd love to share with you guys. Now I'm coloring the skirt in with the light purple, and you could see me like struggling to get the ink out of that marker because it's so dry. Right here, I forgot to put a piece of paper underneath the drawing to catch the ink from bleeding through. That's my bad. I just haven't drawn with markers in so long I completely forgot. Oh, that's a thing that I should probably do, but I'll try to remember to do that in the future next time. And then with this side of the skirt, I didn't want to do the complete same thing like with the shirt, with the light purple and then the pink. So like the left side of the skirt's light purple, that's fine. I think that's okay. And then the right side, I did this stripey pattern. And I thought that's fun to add some texture and something different, to bring in some white too with that dark pink. And then you might have just seen me use a random color marker that was white. That was a colorless blender. I don't think I'm gonna count that as a marker because it's not color. And then so I just used that to help me blend the light purple to shade the white parts. So I went in with light purple first, and then I colored with the colorless blender on top to sort of like blend and like melt the color around the white to give it some shading. I do that same little technique thing right here with the stocking ruffles to give it some shading for the white parts, and then so I did the light purple and then the colorless blender blending. And then right now I'm going in with the same colors that I went in earlier, just to darken everything up, to add some more shadows and depth to the drawing. And normally I would just grab a darker color of whatever color I used before, but I'm just hoping that the color that I already used will darken up the color anyways. And it seems to be working. And then I'm using that same tan color I used for her skin on this belt. And I think that works well. It's a good belt color, but like it almost looks like now she's wearing some kind of crop top and it's like her skin poking through. And that wasn't my goal, but I think it's okay. And now I'm using that light purple color to shade the belt, the brown belt. And I think that works. It makes it like a completely different color like the other side of the shirt, like the purple, not the purple, the pink part. It makes it look more like a maroon shirt or something, maroon burgundy. I kind of like forget what color is which. But anyways, the belt is now like a darker brown, and you can differentiate it more between her skin and it being a belt. And I'm going over the skirt right now the same way to shade it darker. I find that purple, like the light purple, is a great color to shade. I feel like it shades other colors so easily, so that kind of helps that I had this color too to pick. When I'm drawing normally or digitally, whenever I shade white, instead of using like a gray or whatever, I use a light purple. My light purple marker was really dry, and you already saw that, but like I think it actually helped shading the skirt part, because it was like the ink was fine at first, but then it kept getting lighter and lighter because the ink was like non-existent, and I think that like really helped. It looks like a really cool skirt right there. I love that part. It's like the mistake became the art. I think I finished the drawing. I think it looks great, honestly. And I kind of like how this light purple color started to like dry up on me, because then right here it gave like a cool effect of like shading, like the light purple shadow. So I think I'm done with that, but I'm gonna also go in with a white gel pen to add some shinies so it's more fun and sparkly everywhere. And I was starting to think that this side of the skirt was pretty boring and empty because the other side had the stripes going on, and that's fine, but I was like, no, it's not. So I added some of this like gingham pattern or like the plaid with my white gel pen. I'm like, wait, so this is kind of cool because I'm adding extra designs and more fun stuff with just using the gel pen. And then I put some sparkles on the background for some fun because the white background was too plain, and that's fine sometimes, but I was like, I just didn't want it to be too simple. Okay, I think I finally finished. That wasn't horrible, the little sparkles. It adds something to it. I feel like she kind of looks like Starfire or like a version of Twilight Sparkle. I really like her though. I'm happy. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun for sure. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, just drawing and having fun. Leave a comment if you want me to do any more art challenges, and maybe you can recommend a few. That'd be really fun. Thank you for watching.